I'm Shelby. I work for College Recruiter. At College Recruiter, we believe that every student and recent graduate deserves a great career. I'm here today with Bethany Wallace, who has a communications and consulting business. And I have a couple questions to ask her. But before we begin, Bethany, would you like to introduce yourself and tell the College Recruiter audience what you do?
Sure. Thanks for having me today. I'm Bethany Wallace. I have a communications and consulting business. I've been running that business for about 6 years, and um, other than that, probably my two big areas of expertise are in content management, communications, and higher education. So I've taught and worked in career services as well.
Can job seekers use these soft skills to leverage things like benefits or better pay, and how would they accomplish this?
Yes, definitely. So for one thing, we don't really think of confidence as a soft skill. I don't know if anybody's ever labeled it as that, but if you practice communication, you feel confident about your communication skills, and you read up on negotiation. I mean, there are just salary negotiation basics that anybody can find. Just Google it and read it. But if you can couple having really strong communication skills with knowing that stuff about salary negotiation, then when it comes time when they ask you, well, what kind of salary are you looking for, or they offer you the job, and like I personally just wait until I'm offered a job before I ever bring it up unless they bring it up. um, but that's another thing, like, people need to remember you can get confidence from realizing they already offered you the job. They obviously want you. So now it's just a matter of how much do you want what you want? Like, are you willing to take it even if they don't budge on the dollar amount or benefits or something? And another piece of negotiation is, um, and this is a good communication strategy, period, is practicing a pause. That's like a big, powerful thing when you're negotiating, is not feeling like you have to fill every second with talking or responding, and not feeling pressure. Just because you've been offered a job doesn't mean you have to respond to them that immediately with a yes or a no. You can take time and say, let me think about this and I'll get back to you. And then when you get back to them, that gives you some time in between to figure out, what do I really want? Am I okay with what they offered me or not? What do I want that to look like? Um, and that's another soft skill that comes into play. There is definitely decision making and critical thinking, both of those, because you really need to not be impulsive. Like, try to avoid the temptation to just be impulsive, which can be really hard if you're looking for a job and you're frustrated, or you've been looking for a long time and you're not getting what you want. Then when you finally get an offer, it's so tempting to just say yes. But then you might regret it later. So I think pausing and taking at least 24 hours before you ever respond to a job offer is imperative.
Thank you for speaking with me today, Bethany. If our audience wants to find you, where can they do that?
You can connect with me on LinkedIn always. And also, I have a blog and a website, which is BethanyWallaceCo.com. And I'd love to hear from people. If you want to, like, ask me questions about what was in the webinar, of course, you can comment on it through collegerecruiter.com. But you can also reach out to me personally if you have a question about something I said that really piqued your interest.